I just spent nearly 20 hours on the Modern Warfare 3 beta for PlayStation 5, and I want to give you my first impressions. The thing is, it's not really what I was expecting. Let me explain. When I first saw the trailer for Modern Warfare 3, I was very excited, particularly for the campaign, because I really enjoyed that on Modern Warfare 2. Now, I know that's not the primary part of the game. And then when I saw multiplayer, I thought, is it just Modern Warfare 2 2.0? But they're selling it as a full game? I wasn't really too sure. Now, I mentioned this in my video, which you can check out up here, but movement is the thing that they talked about a lot. They said that it was going to be faster. They said it was going to be more fluid, better ADS, all those things. Now, after spending all this time on the beta, I can say absolutely it is. It's not too crazy arcade where you're bouncing off the walls like Advanced Warfare or something like that, but slide canceling is back. Maybe you don't slide quite as far as on Modern Warfare 2019. ADS is much snappier. Jumping, you can jump more as you're strafing, going side to side. I really like the movement because it feels more like Call of Duty. Some of the comments from my other videos, I noticed a trend, shall we say, talking about how Call of Duty has gone so far from its roots and it's just so over the top and crazy. Now, I don't want to break it to you too hard, but come a little closer. Call of Duty has always been an arcade shooter. Right? You knew that. I knew that. But why do people keep trying to make Call of Duty a simulator or hoping it will be a simulator? Talking about the guns aren't realistic enough. You can't drop shot like that in real life. No, you can't. Call of Duty leans heavily to the side of an arcade shooter. Now, since Modern Warfare, it's brought some roots visually back to a simulator, but it is an arcade shooter. And let me be completely honest with you. I was reminded that I'm not great at Call of Duty. The extra movement speed, the extra wiggle, the jumps, man, my tracking is off. And the better people kept getting the jump on me, which makes me excited to get better. Overall, the game moves and feels like it's a brand new game, but it still looks very similar to Modern Warfare 2. And they're going to be bringing all the same guns from Modern Warfare 2 into Modern Warfare 3 and adding another 30. Speaking of guns, the gunplay is very good. There's enough recoil on each gun to actually make you have to do recoil management. Right, you got to counter for that recoil to stay on target. And the big thing with the gunplay is the 150 health boost. Again, that's 50% over what Modern Warfare 2 was. What I noticed about this is how often you had to stay on target to finish that kill. I'd get a person down to maybe one hit left, maybe two. I was so bouncy with my recoil that I didn't get the finish and they would kill me. Now I noticed as I practiced more, as I got my sensitivity adjusted to where I needed it, I started getting those kills more consistently. This also showed itself heavily in what guns you select. For example, if you're using a light machine gun, they have a lot of recoil and slower ADS like they should. So I found that as I put attachments that actually change the recoil, I started lasering people. But I became slower. I couldn't move as fast. My ADS speed was down. My strafe while ADSing was down. All of those things were penalized. So it made me choose, do I want to be a straight beamer with my LMG? Or do I want to go with a lighter, faster assault rifle but have to get more shots on target? And this is the type of balance you want. Call of Duty on the guns has always been more about balance, and the best games have balanced that well to where a sniper didn't feel significantly better than an SMG, where a sniper felt way better than an SMG if you were 50 meters out. But as soon as you were 20, 15 meters, especially getting into 10, that SMG is going to win every time. The SMG should beat the assault rifle in a head-to-head battle at 10 meters or 5 meters. The shotgun should beat the SMG at 2 or 3 meters. And let me tell you, the shotgun was so much fun to play. When you got close, you could get some crazy kill streaks because it's literally a one-tapper. Just raiding buildings or at times even being that guy. I found this cool little fridge you could camp on top of in favela and just waited for people to walk through the door and shot them just so I could get the rage comms. You know, a little camping goes a long ways. I'm not naturally a camper, you know, so don't judge me. But occasionally you gotta go out into the woods, if you know what I mean. The shotgun was my favorite. You could push hard. Now, if you're playing a map like Estate, good luck. The shotgun sucks. You're not going to get a single kill. Even the SMG felt very weak on Estate because there's so much distance in between each of the primary points. Assault rifles absolutely felt balanced. You could laser, anywhere from 10 to 30, even 40 meters if you got it down, especially if you mount, you could hit some long shots for sure and get those kills. I did notice with all of the guns that headshot multipliers felt a lot more rewarding. Meaning, if you got your shots on their head, that time to kill dropped dramatically. Now, I haven't done any research or any specific timing to be able to tell you this is exactly the difference. JGOT or someone will probably get us some of that, but I like that there's more skill involved. If you can manage to hit multiple headshots from a distance, they're going to die significantly quicker than on Modern Warfare 2. The assault rifles felt very balanced, and I would say they were probably the best gun in the game, meaning the most versatile, and you could kill at any range if you had some ability. Where the assault rifles begin to fail is when you get inside that 8 meters or so, the SMGs start taking over. When you get inside 2 or 3 meters, obviously the shotgun starts taking over. And if you're way at range, getting that sniper or that marksman rifle is obviously way better, but that's how the game should be. You pick the gun and you set that gun up according to your play style, not just have here is the most powerful gun in Modern Warfare 3 and every single person runs that gun no matter what. You want each type of weapon to fit a different type of play style and be advantageous if you can play according to that play style. So if you're a sniper, if you can find lanes and stay at range and pick people off, you get rewarded for that. If you're a sniper trying to hop around corners and quick scope everybody, unless you're extremely talented, you're gonna get whooped on by everybody else. The SMGs were great. Loved how fast they were. I love the fact that there's now a perk called Commando that lets you reload while you're sprinting. So when you're wanting to be a ninja and flank constantly around the edge, put on that suppressor, you can also now reload in a full sprint, which is a big, big, big difference than Modern Warfare 2. The two biggest issues I had with the Modern Warfare 3 beta were player visibility and spawning. For player visibility, I'm not an elite player, but I would constantly get the enemy confused with my own team. The skins were extremely similar, at least for the beta, if you didn't have one of the fancy pre-order ones. And then the names just didn't always pop up. Sometimes I couldn't see the blue or the blue name above it. Oftentimes I wouldn't see the red dot or the red name above it. Now, I, again, am not an elite player, so I don't know if this is just me not being great, or if there's actually something to this. With spawns, in most Call of Duties, I have a pretty good idea where the enemy is gonna come from depending on where my own team is. So if my own team has cleared out one area and now has ran around the corner, I know the enemies are gonna start spawning opposite that, and allows me to predict and kind of prepare for, set up defenses for where they're gonna be, or if I'm flanking, I can keep flanking that direction. Maybe I'm just overthinking it and I don't understand the new spawns, but it often seemed like people that I killed would end up spawning behind me even when I was flanking fast instead of in front of me or opposite where my teammates were. Let me know in the comments if that's something that you've seen or if I'm just crazy. You can just say in the comments, dude, you're crazy, get over yourself, get good, noob. Lastly, I wanted to talk about the maps. So during the beta, you got Rust, Favela, Skid Row, and Estate. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that was everything. The maps felt great. Obviously, you all are familiar with the maps. They're from Modern Warfare 2. We've all put a ton of hours into them, but they feel good. They feel updated. It's good to have Rust back. I like trying the different game modes on each of them. My least favorite was Estate, and I'd say that for a couple reasons. The first is, if you're playing Team Deathmatch in particular on Estate, an SMG or shotgun had no chance whatsoever on that map. There's too much distance in between each point. Secondly, there was so much downtime when it's 6v6 on Estate. Half the time I was spending on like running around trying to flank or trying to get a sniper lane, and you're just waiting forever. So I think Estate would be great if you're playing Search and Destroy or the new 3v3v3 Cutthroat. A mode like that, I think Estate could be very, very good. But in the beta, Estate was by far my least favorite. Rust felt great. I'd talk more about Rust, but you guys all know Rust. It was Rust. Great. It was fun to get that high ground sometimes. It was fun to run the perimeter, be sneaky, you know what. My favorite map personally was Favela. The reason I like this is the way that it's set out with so many layers and so many lanes and so many turns within those lanes. You could pretty much play any gun type and any style successfully on Favela. I ran shotguns a bunch and would just clear out all the roofs and all the upper stories over and over again, which was really, really enjoyable. I ran SMGs. I ran the assault rifle, of course. I even tried the sniper for a while. And if you pick the right lanes, snipers are extremely effective on Favela. Now, this would change dramatically if you were playing with a whole squad, like you had 6 people you're running with. Then you could really hold those lanes properly. You could communicate. I'm playing with mainly randoms, maybe a friend here and there because it's still the beta. When I got to play with my friends, though, like Call of Duty always is, it's so much more fun when you play with friends. And if you had a whole squad, that's when you can start having actual roles, even in team deathmatch, and just completely dominate the other team. All that being said, I know this is more just an introduction because we're only through the first part of the beta and there's a lot more to come in the next beta. After nearly 20 hours of playing the beta, I would say that Modern Warfare 3 not only feels like a much better version of Modern Warfare 2, it's shifted it enough that it actually feels like a different game. Now, what I love about it is that they're still using the same engine, and even in the closed PS5 beta, the very first one, I ran into so few glitches, so few issues. Like, I remember when I played Black Ops Cold War, the first closed beta, while I was playing, I told my friends, this game is not ready for launch. It wasn't as bad as Battlefield 2042 was, but I could tell this is gonna be a rough launch. And sure enough, when it came out, so much stuff to work through. Whereas Modern Warfare 3 already on the closed beta feels more refined than Modern Warfare 2 did. To me, feels more refined than Modern Warfare 2019 did. It feels really, really clean, and I want to keep playing it. Even now, the beta's over, I'm thinking about playing it. That's a good sign. Like, anytime you play a game, and then you're not playing that game, and all you're doing is thinking about playing that game, or you're strategizing how you can do better, you're thinking, what if I did this gun build, or what if I tried this? That, to me, is one of the best signs that a game is good. 1, did you have fun? Yes, I absolutely had fun, and I wasn't even playing with my own squad. 2, do you think about it when you're not playing it? When you're not playing it and you're at work, do you want to go play it right now? For me, yes, I'm waiting. I'm like, dang, 2 more days till the PC beta comes out and the open beta eventually. I'm looking forward to it. So it was what I expected in the sense that it was Modern Warfare 2 2.0, for lack of a better word. It wasn't what I expected because it felt like a brand new game in a very, very good way. So I'm really looking forward to the next beta opening up in only 2 more days for PC and Xbox and everybody else. It's gonna be great. I hope to see you on there. I'll be live. But let me know in the comments below, did you play the PS5 beta and did you like it or did you hate it? Be honest with me, like, I can take it, okay? Bye.